Hello, 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 beautiful, amazing souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I had a very beautiful presentation recorded for everybody, and I tried to link it to my Facebook group. Neither one of them worked. I'm a little heartbroken because it was very, very good. I prepared a epigenetics energy healing presentation for you, and I walked you through the whole process of epigenetics, ancestral healing, our connection to the nervous system, how we co-create and become soul creators here in this universe, and a few other very beautiful topics. And it did not record. I do not have the energy or the heart to do it again, so I will have to do it again. I will do it again later, but huge, huge, huge energy shifting. We are in some very beautiful shifts, very difficult shifts, but very beautiful. Like, how would you like me to share, Great Spirit, since our presentation didn't load? I hear deep rehearsal. All right, it wants to tie in this healing process with neurodivergence, ADHD, and anxiety, and the effects on us while we have these huge shifts. Now, when we are going through this ascension process, this healing process, when we are shifting into new time, new energy, new earthly frequency, right? That's what's happening in our world right now as we shift into a higher being, a higher calling, a higher consciousness. Our body and nervous system is connected to all that is. And as we go through this healing process, it frees energy, epigenetics, from our nervous system through the process of trauma healing, through the process of energy work and chakra clearing. Now, these are all symbiotic, and they're deeply connected to Mother Earth, the root systems, and the myceliums therein. And as we go through this healing process, it goes through levels of generations, levels of our trauma, levels of our healing system, levels of our energy. And you want me to share about the epigenetics, Great Spirit? I don't want to go into that too deep, but we are connected to all that is, right? And I know you've heard that, and it sounds a little cliche, but in the presentation that I will be providing for you guys after the Quantum Expansion, the Quantum Awakening Summit, it is the initiation to the bigger level of my course, right? My coursework was based around trauma healing and the energy centers in our body, and it is upgraded into becoming a soul creator here in this earth, meaning teaching you all of the energetics, all of the healing tools and processes to become a master creator here in this earth. It's very beautiful and very powerful. I will be sharing the links to that very, very soon. The Quantum Awakening Summit is a very beautiful panel of powerful speakers, magicians, healers, scientists that are working in the collective, being of service through their own genres and magic, sharing their medicine in their own way, shape, or form. But it all comes down to the same stems, the same roots, which is trauma healing, the nervous system, epigenetics, right? The chakra systems, and then connecting into all that is. It's very beautiful, very powerful. The links will be shared below. If you have any questions, contact me directly. I have a very beautiful VIP package that will connect you to not just the beginning quantum expansion ceremony and meet and greet, but also the quantum anchoring ceremony at the end, which will be a 5-day summit from December 15th, December 16th through the 20th. So it is anchoring us up to connect to the Yule, which is the anchoring of a whole new age of Aquarius. It is fucking beautiful. It is powerful. So for those that have been doing the healing work, for those that are manifesting a new future, for those that are manifesting something more, for those that are asking for healing, this is for you, right? Now we're going to tie this in with the neurodivergent community and the ADHD, anxiety, autism, OCD, ADD, like there's so many, right? That's all classified as neurodivergent because we're neurally different. When we go through this healing process, it spikes us, it spikes our nervous system, and it sends us into a space of flight, fight, or freeze. We are sensitive souls. That's why we are neurodivergent. We are sensitive. We are connected to many, many past lives. We are connected to our ancestors many times removed, right? And we're connected to the earth through our nervous system in a very deep, deep way. So as we go through these awakenings, these timeline jumps, these energy activations, it sends us into a spiral of destruction, right? Or just a spiral of chaos. And really, when we don't have the tools to process the energy, alchemize the energy, and anchor it into a new life, a new quantum experience, then we can be stuck in a cycle. All right, we can be stuck in a cycle. If anybody has any questions about that, feel free to reach out. But bringing it deeper to the body and the nervous system, when we are going through these activations, a lot of times when it sends us into that spiral of fight, flight, or freeze, when it amplifies and connects to our nervous system, we have to remember that all of our new nuance, habits, rituals, sometimes they can be hard to stick with when we have those flight, fight, or freeze response, because it's like we're going into survival mode, right? So when we have this experience, it's really important to remember your tools, the tools that you use to get grounded, the tools that you use to reconnect to yourself, the tools that you use to self-soothe, to ground, to heal, to manifest, to alchemize, right? Not manifest, to alchemize. Because when we're in this flight, fight, or freeze response, our nervous system shuts down, and then we're not receiving energy from the universe. We're not receiving energy from the earth. And it's really important to know that this is the work, right? This is really the work, is teaching our nervous system to be safe in this moment, to be processing the energy, and to work with the nervous system and the energy centers as they are. If your energy is being shut down, if you're in some sort of energetic block, if your nervous system is in some sort of energetic block, there's something within you that is asking to be cleansed, cleared, and shift from your body, right? It's going to show up in pains, anxiety, asthma attacks, fear, deep pains in the body. This is where somatics come in. Mental tools. There's symbiotic processing tools that I share in my coursework. If you have any questions, they seriously create that quantum shift. They seriously ground us into a whole new world. But we have to remember to use those tools. Now, a big one for me is like when we go into the space of pain, our body gets trauma triggered, our anxiety is trauma triggered, we're feeling stressed out, the nervous system shuts down. We forget to do those simple tasks like taking care of ourselves, right? Brushing your teeth, making sure your clothes are put away, vacuuming the floor. Like sometimes these simple tasks are the hardest ones to really bring into grounding, because we're in that flight, fight, or freeze response. And for the neurodivergence, like it's always going in different ways. We all have our different tweaks and differences, right? Especially for, say, your OCD. Like the only thing you focus on is cleaning and vacuuming or dusting, instead of focusing on your work or your children or what's for dinner, right? You're focusing on it has to be clean, it has to be perfect, or I'm freaking out. So like there's two sides of the septum. There's two sides of the skeptum. I can't talk today. There's two sides of that space. And we must remember that we are in a flight, or freeze response, and it's seriously important to check yourself and to bring yourself back into a symbiotic form with the universe. When we are in symbiosis, when we were in symbiotic flow with the universe and Mother Earth, then we are doing the work that we came here to do as we're activating and ascending into our highest frequency. Yes, another thing that's been coming through is really making sure we're cleansing our bodies, detoxing, and really anchoring in these new codes into our body, into our energy, into our bodies, right? It's another lineup when it comes to the flight, fight, or freeze response. We're not in our bodies, right? We are in our trauma response, which is the anxiety, the ADHD, the panic, fear, right? So just, yeah, sending lots of love. You want me to do the singing bowl? I'm going to do some mini prayers. I'm so sore. I was hauling animal food yesterday and slipped on the steps, and my back is in deep pain, which is so much deeper than just my back being in pain, because we create everything in this life, right? So my body created this so I could sit with the pain of the ancestors, and I can clear this stuff through my nervous system, so I can clear it through my body, reconnecting to the nerves, to the limbs, to the body, to the earth. Like, it's so much deeper than just I'm doing trauma healing, or I'm doing ancestral clearing, or I'm healing my body. Like, it's so much deeper than that, because we are connected to all that is. So that being said, we're going to connect to our heart. We're going to breathe. Breathing into the heart, into the body. I'm just going to breathe into the body today. I'm going to clear our energy. I'm going to breathe into our toes. I'm going to connect to our roots. Connected to our womb. Connecting to our solar plexus, our stomach, our organs. Connecting to our heart. Breathing into the heart, expanding the nerves out into the hands. Breathing into the throat. Into the third eye. Into the crown. Into the heavens. Breathing into the space. Resting into the breath. Resetting the body. Going it back into our space, back into the body, opening the ears and toes, wiggling the fingers. Beautiful. Alright, they would like me to share a tarot reading. I'm going to do that on my Facebook page, Seeds of Divinity, at facebook.com. Love you guys. We will see you soon. Mwah.